It's been nearly 11 weeks, and it's finally here. The GPM Racing rear differential housing for my Traxxas Slash 4x4. Hey there guys, Erica here from Highway 49 RC. You guys may not have quite understood the beginning because you see my Slash here in multiple pieces. And that's because I grenaded my rear differential around 3 months ago, and I only got around to ordering the parts around 2.5 months, no, yeah, 2.5 months ago. All the main parts that I need came. They're up here on my rack. There's some, here's some more, but this is the one that I've been waiting for nearly 11 weeks. It's been like 10.5 weeks. It finally came, and I'm stoked because I can finally make this video. My Slash has been sitting in pieces all over my workspace, and it's annoying me. So what exactly happened? Well, as I recall, this has been a while since I've worked on this. I broke teeth off of one of my spider gears here. Yeah, there you go. Those two teeth there, you can see, are destroyed, absolutely gone. And so I'm going to be replacing those with basically just stock gears again. But the reason that they failed is that this diff cup, the plastic inside that holds the pin that holds the spider gears on, started rotating in the housing. And that's what caused those spider gears to basically strip out. So I've got some new spider gears here. I have some screws, which the diff cup already comes with screws. I have a leading edge machining Slash 4x4 diff cup. I have the stock diff cut because I'm going to be replacing the seal along with these little rubber O-ring seal things there for the outputs. And I also have a helical gear ring and pinion set. Just for the heck of it, I figure while I'm in here, might as well upgrade. And of course, my GPM Racing Products aluminum rear housing. So basically my housing is the equivalent of this piece here. Go on the back, and that's the new one. Got blue because I like blue. My truck is a blue theme right now, even though it has a pink body, but you know, that's besides the point. So, where should we start? I think we should start by tearing into this guy, getting the differential all set up, and then go from there. I've unpackaged everything and I've laid everything out on the table so I know exactly how it's going to go together. Per the instructions here that come with, I forget, comes with one of these parts. But if you guys are building along with me, and you guys are a little bit, how should I put it, defeated or perplexed by the assembly of it, I recommend that you lay it out on the table in the order that you're going to put it together. Just for clarification, this part here, there's a pin that goes through this block and just sits in the spider gears. It is a slip fit, no screws or pressure or anything. It just slides right in there like that. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to take one of our outputs, put this little rubber whatchamajig O-ring on, and then take this Teflon washer, slide it over top of that, and this is the one that's going to go in our diff cup. The leading edge machining diff cup has a very nice brass bushing on it, which is real nice to see. So now that is inserted into there. Now what I'm going to do is go and research how I should put silicone oil in here, because I think I should put some in now, then put the rest of it together, but let me go research real quick. Freshly eaten popsicle stick and some 30,000 weight silicone oil. And after a little research, I don't think you're necessarily supposed to pack this thing full, but I mean, you're supposed to get it in there. Well, this may be trickier and messier than I anticipated. Man, I hate this stuff. This is nasty. Okay. Oh, yeah, this stuff sucks. Alright. Okay, so I'm glooping some in there before I, oops, not great. Oh, I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff. It's terrible. So I've glooped some in there to get the bottom gear coated before I drop in this thing. I've also got gloves on because that just seemed like a smart idea. I don't know why. And there we go. Push that thing in there, and it's all kind of squeezing up, which is actually perfect. Okay. Gonna dab a little bit more on there. Stop dripping. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. A little bit more has been applied. Just like that. There we go. That is ready to go. Now, before this all dumps out everywhere, I'm going to rest it in this bit of foam. And now, I'm going to assemble the other side. So I'm going to take my little O-ring here. Ah, wrong O-ring. Okay, I'm taking these off. Hang on. Ah, yes. Okay, much better. So we're going to take our other side of the gear, or the other output drive gear here, slide another little blue O-ring on it. We do not have to put a Teflon washer on this side. Instructions don't say we do. Slide this into the ring gear, just like so. Now what we can do is take our what is this? Our like little O-ring seal dealy and pop that right on top of there. Let me grab a screwdriver to help position that. Basically want to make sure that you get the holes lined up good, and you don't want to tear it, so just make sure it's sat right on the top of the diff cup there, like so. And then we can take and stick the ring gear and second output drive on top, and we can thread the screws in. I'm going to thread the screws in off camera because I'm going to put Loctite on them, but that's basically the diff completely rebuilt. Pretty swanky looking diff there, I must say. Very nice. Also, pro tip, if you drink beer or soda, save the bottle caps and use them as Loctite holders. They're very good for that. I mean, like I'm a pro, come on now. So what you see me doing here is installing half of the new differential housing that I got from GPM Racing. Boom, look at that. Very nice. Fits with the rest of my blue parts on here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, ain't it? Yeah. Alright, moving on. So, I'm going to take our little pinion and drop that down in there. Sorry, I know you can't see, but I gotta be able to see, so that goes in there. I don't think there were any bushings for that. No, there were not. Now, we need to grab out the bearings. And there are two different sizes of bearing, as you can see in my hand there. One goes on one side, one goes on the other. Fat one goes on the ring gear side, and skinny one goes on the diff cup side. And honestly, there's no real way to get them confused because they only go on one way. So now this drops into there. Oh yeah, perfect. Look at that. Okay, so I'm comparing to the old one here. This is the old one, that's the new one, obviously. And I'm seeing ring gear marks, or grease marks, where the ring gear was running in this piece on that side. So that is how I'm going to insert this guy. Take a little bit of coercion. There we go. There we go. Got it. It just had to be set in there perfectly straight. As long as you get the bearings lined up perfectly straight with their journals, they should be just fine. Alright, cool. Now, we can put the other half on here. That just pops right over like so. And there's 2 screws that go either side of that. How long they are, I'm not sure. I'm assuming that they're these long ones. Okay, yeah. That one, too long. I'm going to use slightly shorter ones on these. A little bit of Loctite. And thread it right in. Perfect. Grab the other one. Pop that one in there. Thread it in. Snug it up, not too tight because it's aluminum. Loctite will do its job. There we go. That is pretty much all back together. There are a handful of little doodads that will go in this general area, but that will happen once it's all back on the truck itself. The next thing that I can do while I've got this in its current state is put my MIP drive shafts back on. I'll do that off camera because it's very straightforward. But after that, the next step will be putting this back on the truck. Everything is put back together and we now have an aluminum differential case. That is looking awesome. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you've had any experience with GPM parts. I have I've gotten a couple of their parts in the past. I've been happy with them and I'm happy with this one so far. And make sure you hit that notification bell also beside that subscribe button down below to get notified of when I take this thing out to run, which is probably going to be in the very near future for me, maybe even today, because now with that rear diff rebuilt, I'm fully confident this thing can take whatever I can throw at it. So, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.